What happened in rural China when they replaced dietary sodium chloride with potassium chloride? It was fascinating. Stay tuned to find out. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Click that bell so you never miss a new recipe or a new health tip. Now, even though I am a kidney doctor and I study salt and high blood pressure and cardiovascular disease for a living, I am not your doctor. Well, I'm not most of your doctors. I know some of you who actually watch are my patients, so thank you for watching. But for the rest of you, I am not your doctor. So make sure you talk to your doctor before you make any changes in your diet or to your health. Now, I don't usually talk a lot about studies on this show, but I think it's real important sometimes for you to understand what the researchers are doing and the background that comes into your doctor giving you health advice. So this is a great study from rural China, and they took people who were at high risk for cardiovascular disease. The premise being that high sodium diet or high sodium chloride diet puts you at risk for things like heart attack and stroke. And so they went to this place in rural China, and they got people that were over 60 with high blood pressure, or these were people that have already had a stroke, and they followed them for 5 years. And what they did is during that 5 years, they took 25% of the salt that they normally take in as sodium chloride, and they replaced it as potassium chloride. Now, that probably doesn't mean a thing to you, but switching out that sodium for that potassium is a really big deal for your health. Now, if you didn't watch it yet, I did a taste test where I talked about some different potassium chloride salt substitutes. I've got a couple here, new salt and a Morton salt substitute. So this is the kind of thing that they're talking about when they say they replaced the sodium chloride with the potassium chloride. And they only did that for 25% of their salt. So if you have 10 grams of sodium chloride a day, they took 25% of that, replaced it with the potassium chloride. Now, high dietary potassium has been shown in a healthy population to have great health benefits. So high dietary potassium can lower your risk for stroke. High dietary potassium can make your blood pressure easier to control. Now, the thing about high dietary potassium, and I know what you're all thinking out there if you have kidney disease, is if you have kidney disease, you have to be real careful about how much potassium you eat, especially in the form of potassium chloride as a salt substitute, because your kidneys cannot process that extra potassium. So this study was mainly targeting people who do not have kidney disease. Now, if you have kidney disease, definitely want to talk to your doctor before using any kind of salt substitute, because it can be very dangerous if you don't. So the results of this study were absolutely fantastic. What they showed is that the rate of death, the rate of cardiovascular disease, and the rate of stroke was all less in the people who had replaced that sodium chloride with potassium chloride. And because these were all people who had normal kidney function, they didn't see any episodes of high potassium level in the blood, which was one of the concerns going into the study, of course. So what's the bottom line here? For an at-risk population, so if you're over 60, if you have high blood pressure, if you've had a stroke, or if you have heart disease, lowering the amount of sodium chloride and increasing the amount of potassium in your diet may reduce your risk of having further events or even of dying. So a really amazing outcome, one that we are all looking for. The caveat, of course, is that if you have kidney disease, that high potassium may not be for you. So again, disclaimer, if you have kidney disease, do not try this at home without first talking to your doctor, especially if you have stage 4 or 5 kidney disease or are on dialysis. Here's the other great thing about this study. You don't have to just switch your sodium chloride for potassium chloride to get these results. You can make these changes at home without doing it just like that. How? Just start lowering the amount of sodium that you eat by eating less processed foods and less restaurant foods, and replacing it with higher potassium foods, things like cooked greens and potatoes and bananas and nuts. So those kind of things will increase your potassium. you can lower your sodium, and you may be able to get the same effects as the people in these villages in China got. If you have more interest in how to incorporate high potassium foods into your diet and how that affects people with kidney disease, make sure you check out my book, The Cooking Doc's Kidney Healthy Cooking, a modern 10-step guide to preventing and managing kidney disease. You can get it on Amazon, the paperback or the ebook, or you can go to my website, thecookingdoc.co, and order it right there today. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Dr. Blake, The Cooking Doc. Make sure you check out my website, thecookingdoc.co, my book, The Cooking Doc's Kidney Healthy Cooking, a modern 10-step guide to preventing and managing kidney disease. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you comment. What do you think about replacing sodium chloride with potassium chloride? And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.